Microphone. Okay, there we go. Glad I caught that early. Good night, Balance Druid. What have they done? I mean, I guess the biggest thing here is they done made Eclipse a cooldown. A 30-second cooldown at that. So now it's, I guess, when you can always just pick when you want to use your Eclipse. So, boom! Oh yeah, and there's also new part of the keystone cap. I probably should turn on, Yes, yes, yes. Got it. Buffs. Oh, that's buffs and debuffs. Let's bump that up just a little bit. That's fine as is. Bump me up because I'm blind. Buffs, debuffs, those are fine as is. Party. Use raid style. Raid. Let's see. Okay. Let's get some advanced options. There. Personal resource display. Show friendly buffs. Cooldown manager. There we go. This is what I need. Essential cooldown. Let's see. Utility cooldowns. Oh, Alpha. Technically, I am testing out a PNG tuber. I also have my standard camera as well still available. Nothing so much has changed. It's just one of the things, you know, I'm trying things out. Maybe I don't feel like being on camera. Like that day. That's all. Tracked buffs. What is, see? Icon size, icon padding. That's okay. So okay. Oh, so I can also see what my essential buffs I have. Okay. Damage. Ooh, damage meter. There we go. Always visible. Okay, cooldown bar though. Cooldowns. Essential. Okay, utility cooldowns. I don't think I need. I can put those over there. Essential cooldowns, I'll put right there. Save. Okay, it's not tracking. Okay, there we go. And I wanted tracked buffs. Let's see. Wave balloon, not displayed. Give me. I want celestial alignment tracked. I want my eclipses tracked. Need dream burst. Okay, so that's there. That's the tracked bars. Hidden save. I guess I don't need. Let's see. Essential cooldowns. Because I don't necessarily need this going on. Shrink down the size of it. Okay. Save and exit. Okay. So I'm in solar. Star-Lord's active. And it's on cooldown. Cooldown. Swap. So I'm used to that. Can I track? Thought I saw something where I can track a different thing. So that's not really showing. Let's separate you. Well, I think I want to put that right there. So that's right there where I can see everything. Maybe put the personal resource to play right there. Over here casting the wrong spell anyway, outside of my wrong eclipse. I could almost see here a rotation between Celestial Alignment and Eclipse. I'd say a quasi, like, rotation. Now I'm out of the Eclipse, so... And we're crashing out. That seems to happen a lot. I mean, that's what I guess what it is for a literal, like, day one alpha. Okay, but honestly, okay, come on, game. There we go. This is kind of... It definitely opens up the fact of, like, you know, you can still, I guess, screw up your Eclipse, but this definitely allows the convenience of trying out something new. Or, like, a better way of making sure you are your Eclipse, but this definitely allows the just checking out this wide frame in convenience of trying out something. I don't usually have Warcraft this tight on YouTube mobile stream, but you know, since it's the new stuff. But yeah, so having Eclipse on a cooldown definitely it allows you to better prep for whatever Eclipse you want to be in. Also, I don't have any using Convoke. And then I have, let's see, my Keystone, my new Apex. Activate alien eclipse makes the next Wrath or Starfire instant. The first 3 Star Surges you cast during each eclipse deal 20% increased damage. Ghost Rights dealt during an eclipse cause your victims to languish for an additional 40% of damage. So that is Smolder. Yeah, I noticed that Smolder is gone off my list. So it's been baked into Keystone. And then the bolts you are seeing. Activating Eclipse also launches a solar or lunar bolt at enemies within 40 yards that always critically strike. In solar, launches 1 bolt, and lunar bolt launches 3 that deal less but hits multiple targets. So definitely more useful for your AoE. Also, I'm guessing the damage meter just isn't ready yet. That's why it's not there. Hey Jen, how's it going? They have changed me quite a bit. Oh, it's Jen, I just saw your message on the so I check your game for like your account because I had the exact same issue. I noticed I have like I have my normal thing is WoW 2 for my normal account, but I have a WoW 13 XX and the War Within. See if you have that, and if that's the case, then that would get you your alpha access. See if that's there, and then I can. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't really tell you what to say because that's what I've got. It says like WoW 13, no region, War Within, and it maybe is strictly under. Okay. Are you in the Midnight Alpha account? I assume. Like you see when you click on game version. Okay. Yeah, and then that's when it brings up different profiles or accounts, game versions for me. Because if I was on the live Warcraft, I don't get a change. But on the Midnight Alpha specifically, it gives me the options to look. Can I hold on? Let me see if I can't at least show you what I window capture, BattleNet. Since we don't need to see any of that kind of stuff. I see. Yeah. I couldn't really tell you because it's, just the kind of what you have there. Game version, live Warcraft, as you see. Midnight Alpha. When I booted up this version, it came up with the standard list of servers. But I had this, and it brought me right on in. So beyond that, I couldn't really tell you how to fix that. So that's not something I can necessarily. I mean, obviously, you can tell it's working for me. As for you, it's like I can't. I don't think that's anything I can help with, I guess. I should probably see. Let's see. Let's see what Elune chosen. Let's see. Boundless Moonlight, same thing there. Under construction, under construction, under construction. They don't have those yet. Moon Guardian. Moon power. Each non-arcane damage ability you use increases damage to your next arcane damage ability by 3%. Okay, Lunar Amplification. It's... Well, I guess using Star Surge would be equivalent, because that's Astral? So I think fear 25. Starfield Wrath no longer changes your eclipse. Solar eclipse. Okay, so then that will just lock in eclipse to lunar, guaranteed. Moonfire deals more damage. Enemies damaged by full moon or fear moon taking increased damage. Incarn. Convoke improved. Light of a Loon. Call down Fury of a Loon. Further increases power. Bear form, moon can form. Reduce all arcane damage taken by 6% and all other magic damage. There we go. This is what I need. Glistening for reduced damage taken. There we go. Using Wild Charge while in bear form. Moon Confirm incurs a 3-second shorter cooldown. Enemies who are slowed. I mean, as much as I love Elune's Grace, or like, you know, Wild Charge, I think Moon Dust is probably better. 20% slowness. Lunation. We're going to reduce the cooldown of Fury Loon by 2 seconds. Okay, so that's what I already have. And Arcane just increased by 3%. Okay. Also, Jen, if you're still here, that's hilarious to see a a giant ad in the sky. But yeah, they definitely changed me up. Like, again, like I kind of said, my whole Eclipse... I mean, but I'm guessing it looks like you got it. No, actually, no, you didn't. Because when I come in, let's see. I have the template character thing and no contract in the sky. So I don't have no level 1. I have a template character for Midnight level up. So I have no clue what's going on with you. Realm list. Well, these are the only... There's a test server press event, and then the internal alpha, and then Lorthamar, Halderon, Leandrin. Very fitting server names for Midnight. Well, hope there currently is no cat in the seat I can go find one if you so desire. I can go find a cat, Hope. You can give me a second. I can turn the cat cam on. Lua error. Look at the boy. Gonna help me kill things, boy? Gonna go to the window? There we go. There we go. At least the somewhat of a cat cam there. Okay. But, yeah. Let's see if I can get myself into some kind of rotation here. So, off the rip, we are... Dots. Invoke. All my buffs are... My buff bars are gone. I need you guys to be showing. I'm trying to kill these things. How can I track my buffs if the buff bars aren't there? I mean, super early alpha, so what can you expect? Try in for the deer laser chicken? Well, Jonathan Walsh, we definitely are changed. The biggest thing so far is the fact that, Eclipse is no longer just some passive thing that you balance. It's a cooldown. Literally, it's right here at the very bottom. It is a cooldown. A 30-second cooldown, and it will change based on whatever spells you have. And beyond that, it's the exact same as a standard Eclipse. So right now, it's in Solar Eclipse because I casted Wrath, But if I were to cast Starfire, it will change to a lunar eclipse. And then you just choose when to... Oh, I know. Trust me. I've been Boomkin since Cataclysm. So, I know. I have been there for a vast majority of them. But yeah, Eclipse now, you effectively just choose when you want to go into your Eclipse. And it's a 30-second recharge, and there's a new talent that'll give you an additional charge that you effectively get to take. So now it's like, all right, boom, and now I'm in Eclipse. Use Eclipse, you know, I'm in Eclipse. I'm getting my buffs. And now Eclipse is over. And they did for, at the very least, they did keep for Elune's Chosen. You can't force it to be, Wrath will no longer change Eclipse to Solar, so it'll always stay Lunar whenever you want to cast it. So I'm kind of in, I did have, like, all my buff bars and all that stuff active, but since I've been tinkering around, I had like a bunch of tracker stuff that should be there, but they're not there. I blame Alpha. But I'm almost envisioning here a scenario where you get the reduced cooldown Celestial Alignment. Like, it gets 2 charges. You know, it's a 1.5 minute recharge for a charge, but it gets you into both eclipses. So kind of like a bouncing between like Celestial Alignment and eclipses to try to always that in a way of always trying to stay in Eclipse, because otherwise you can cast Wrath as much as you want, or cast Moon or Starfire all you want, but it's never going to enter an Eclipse until you hit the Eclipse button. And some other things that have changed for this, that's been there. We have a thing called Total Eclipse. Entering an Eclipse has a 20% chance to grant benefits of both lunar and solar. So, you know, there's a 1 in 5 chance. Exactly, yeah. It's like, because there are a lot of times where it's like, especially if you know there's like a movement, as you say, a movement coming up. It's like, all right, I don't have to cast an Eclipse. I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna be moving. We're gonna be moving. And as soon as we get, okay, I can calm down. Boom, enter Eclipse, and we're going. But some of the other things, so I'm sure you've seen we have our Apex. So some of our current Apex in this is Ascended Eclipses. Activating Eclipse makes your next Wrath or Starfire instant. And the first 3 Star Surges or Star Falls you cast during an Eclipse deals 20% increased damage, so constant buff. Yeah, no, trust me. I know. Anything that involves moving, like, instantly kills a Boomkin. Unless you have the energy to cast, like, just rain Starfall or Star Surges all the time. Then they moved Astral Smolder talent that was on the main tree. They moved it over here. So critical strikes dealt during an eclipse cause their victims to languish for an additional 40% of damage dealt for 6 seconds. And then you may have seen it slightly, but Ascended Eclipses. So when you activate an Eclipse, it also launches a solar or lunar bolt at enemies within 40 yards that always critically strike. So if you enter a solar eclipse, it'll launch 1 bolt at an enemy and deal, you know, a large chunk of damage. Or if you enter a lunar eclipse, it'll launch 3 bolts at nearby enemies, dealing less damage. Damage reduced beyond 5 targets. So that's what you kind of been seeing here, like. So I'm about to enter a solar eclipse. Boom. crit strike there. Okay, and we'll enter Lunar Eclipse. And then entering Celestial Alignment, I think, casts all the bolts. Okay, activating Celestial. Yep. And it definitely seems like it's been pretty easy getting charges to always spend. So that's what I'm questioning as well. I might go out and find a single target. It would make sense for it to, but you know, this game can be weird at times. Give me fast flight. Give me my dragon flying. Chain spellbook. Where is general? Switch flight style. Actually, no. A single target. Usually, Wrath is what you want. Like Solar is almost always like. Since this last war, like the war within, Lunar is basically, or Solar has been basically attributed to single target, while Lunar is attributed to multi-strike. Because that's why it's like Wrath deals a lot of damage in one hit, while Starfire doesn't deal as much damage, but it hits multiple targets. And that's why stuff like everything in Alone's Chosen that focuses on the lunar stuff highly prioritizes like hitting multiple targets. Because lunar, that's what it is. And that is what I do in the 5 game, where my standard single target or my raiding stuff, I do Keep of the Grove and try to focus on Solar side of things. But in my Mythic Pluses, or, you know, raids that involve 3 or more things, I then swap over to Elune's Chosen and try to do a heavy focus on my Lunar Strike. I mean, you know, Balance Druids have definitely always kind of been in, like, you know, we're good, but at the same time, it's like, our single target hasn't been the best this last little while. You know, we can be real good in Mythic Plus, but at the same time, it's like we're I'd say at best middle of the pack when compared to other things. Let's see. Give me. Okay. Let's get into Lunar Eclipse. Let's get rid of any form of distraction. And it didn't cast. Oh, trust me, I would love as well. Don't get me wrong. I would love, you know, my top tier Boomkin. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Okay, let's fight me. Well, I mean, I saw a single bolt hit it. But I didn't see if all three hit it, because it's into 8 million damage. Skywriting is definitely, like, by simplifying skywriting, just as little charge things, it definitely feels a lot simpler. Yeah, I know. I should probably actually go do the main campaign, I guess. Maybe, like, do some testing of, you know, the first Midnight area. But let's be fair. What I really want, like, if I get absolutely anything at all, I would just, like, as much as I like the high level area, it's like, can I just get, like, allow me to get my level 90 character so I can get all the talent points and let me just play with my class. Because I'm level 80, but I have, like, 9 more points you can give me to go play around with. Can I not have that? Because I got a bunch of my, like, capstones here that I still need to collect. Plus, you know, 3 points in here, my final thing. And that's what I want. I don't want to just, you know, hold around.
Pleasantries can wait. Remain vigilant. Fight well. All DL Sharel around.
Yeah, I think the main thing is the fact that Starfire is slow to cast. Wrath is a lot faster, so as long as you can get the... With some good haste, you can just, like, pump out damage. Hey, Leandrin.
Remain vigilant. Fight well. All DL Shalom.
Let's go see. I probably won't do too much right now because I do also want to go check out housing. See if it'll let me do some housing.
I answer to the light. Sharel around.
Army of the Light stands ready. We didn't come this far to falter now.
Okay. Okay, so yes, Lunar, all 3 bolts will hit a single target. I guess that's the big, you know. Fair. Where do I not get, like, where's my, like my big personal heal? Do they take that away from me? I think they took that away from me. That's upsetting because I really liked my personal, like, my 30% self-heal. Let's see. And disconnect from the server. Gosh darn it. This has been happening semi often here. Just crash. Oh, we're offline. They just shut it down, boys. We're done. Alpha's over. We crashed Alpha. Well then. Like, Blizz. Like, how only so many people probably have access. Like, come on. I guess, you know, Blizzard employees are like, alright, clocking out time. Shut the servers down. Huh, well, I can't really do much about this, now can I? Yeah, I mean, as, yeah, that's as it is. Guys, recheck things. I wouldn't even say 10%, because this is still, like, super early alpha. This is, like, press, influencers. Yeah, no. And I also, you know, I'd love to say, you know, you're more than welcome to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. You know, obviously I play Balance Druid most of the time. Though with Warcraft winding down for the season, you know, Warcraft streams may become less often, but I'm always here. I'll always be Boomkin. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Jonathan. Well then. Wonder if the other streamers are down. What do you think, boy? You don't care, do you? No, let chat know when they share a viral clip of your stream. They can earn 3 exclusive badges from Twitch. Get badge upgrades as your social posts get more views. Views are added up across all your posts. Icon view legend. Okay. back to this World of Warcraft. Okay, Towley is also on the the page, so it's not just me. Well, I mean, kind of stuck in a... If it's not playing, if we're not going. So, I guess while we're waiting for Warcraft to come back online, I guess I can play a different game. And the boy's gone. He's ran off. Well then. Play some haste. We will adjust it just a little bit. Oh, cancel. No, keep that. Paste. Well, since we're down. Who's got... The captain's got something to talk about.
Yo. Hey.
Say, Zoe, those glasses, are they for correcting your sight, or are they telescopic?
Ooh. Ha ha ha.
The crew is coming together. Captain. Great man. Great man. Captain's best character of this game. We'll just go, yeah. Just keep grinding on my disaster level 4, I guess. Ow. Ow. Taking a lot of damage. I really shouldn't be. Alright, I already need a heal. Boost is doubled. Shop. Boost rings up here. Heal, shop, boost rings. Extra sparks, heal, boost. I can actually plan. Well, I do like you can plan your route kind of ahead of time. You could do it like step by step if you wanted to, but it's also just like, you know, kind of take in what works best and then just wing it. Hey, Wraith. It's the only thing, give the rat. Ow. Oh god. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. May need to just reset this whole one. I screwed that one up big time. Shoop. D rank. Take what I can. Alright, shop. What can I buy? Activate every time boost for 3 seconds. Per point of energy use, invincibility. I think I'll take Greed Machine. Ow. Okay, fair. Game told me I took a wrong route. I'll just go, you know, say yes, sir. Ow. I mean, I knew selecting with this course is come with its own rife of complications, but see, we're still offline. I mean, disaster level 4. It's rough. And you see, it's like, not only is it just like, you know, a harder thing. Meteors fall from the sky and it creates that wave. Running builds up extra damage for the next hit. It is slowly removed while in the air. And that's, and then all effects. So level 3 grants those tornadoes, and energy gained is based on current health. Level 2, take damage or heal based on every landing. So as long as you get every perfect, you don't take damage. If you have anything less than perfect, you take damage. And lava flowers drop ahead and lose health when your speed is low. So basically, it's just an incentive of perfect landings, stay fast. I think 60 meters per second classifies as too slow, or 80, sorry. Okay, I mean, I was going a little slow there for a little bit, but not too bad. All right. I mean, it's a risk going a Void Fragment right away. But I do get a 5% boost the entire shard. Plus, by going through, I can get a fragment that will give me a reward. Rest spot. Research outposts. Counter. No. Heal. Counter. Yeah, avoid that. Avoid fragment with increased fragment difficulty. Avoid at all cost. Boost. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go there. Research, spend all my sparks, so that doesn't lose as much. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's game plan. That was sloppy. Ah! I'm already low HP. Hey, Zio. I mean, it's pretty obvious what your name is. But I'd love to show you some Death Knight if the servers didn't die. That's why I'm playing Haste instead right now. While the servers get back up and running. Because I'm not going to just sit here and do nothing. And just, like, you know, twiddle my fingers. That's why, you know, I still have the Warcraft page up. So, I can, like, tell as soon as we are... Oh, there. Perpetual motion machine. Gain boost every 6 seconds. Oof. Gain 10% boost for 6 seconds. That is a constant 10% boost. Yeah, so far, like, beyond the fact that, like, various, like, interface things on the alpha, like, don't want to work properly. Like, the cooldown tracker, despite it's supposed to be on, stays off. Hey, Rennie over there on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. I would be doing a Warcraft Alpha if the servers weren't down. But beyond that, it's like, so far they have really changed. Like, I kind of said on the Discord there, like, my whole Eclipse system is now a cooldown button. So now you can basically choose when you want to be in Eclipse effectively. Which definitely could bring some interest of, like, what that entails. I'd love to, like, properly respond to messages, but this is a pretty intensive game. Especially when I'm doing, like, the hardest difficulty. Oof. And I'm already so close to death. Whew. Well, they also seem to have really, to an extent, the resource, like the cooldown manager. It looks like it's overhauled, and you can really choose like what buffs and debuffs you want, like, visible. Oh, I'm dead. But yeah, it's like, and that was one of the other things that was not popping up. They had, like, the aura man, like, you can see what buffs you have on you at any given time. Again, I would love to show you, but Warcraft's down. But, so, like, you can kind of drag it up and down. It's, like, buffs you want to see, like, when they pop up and stuff like that. So I kind of had, like, and your general spell bars there as well. I didn't play too much around with, like, when these buffs are active or not, because I'm not sure if I had, Oh, hey, Laris. Do housing? I can't. Alpha's down. I can't do it, buddy. Can you not see on the screen there that, the servers are down? I broke them. You know, I boomkin too hard. I was gonna do housing though. But there's definitely some more play around with the buff bar. I don't really know what to say about it. Yeah, there's definitely no audio sounds from my immediate knowledge on those kind of things, and I can understand that's why some people like the weak auras, so you can have those sounds. But at the very least, they still have like a visual, like, bar, like when the buffs pop up. So that they've got that going for right now. And I did get to try out some of my Apex talents, though it cost 4 points, and again, as level 80, you're still limited on what you got. But as most of the things are, you see that in your hero bars. There's now your primary hero talent, and then there's 4 bars of 3 now instead of 3 bars of 3, and then your capstone. And one of the Elun's Guardian tree, its 4th bar is all in development, so nothing to work here. And I had just as you know, just for you two guys as well, I did make a Death Knight and a Warrior. So if we do get online, I can try to show off what they've got going on, but again, and we're down. Let me do a reset. I know resetting doesn't mean anything, but it makes me feel better. No. Again, it's nice to know that the other streamers are like all like they're dead in the water as well. But let's see what else. They did have in the edit menu. They did have the damage meters in there that you could drag around. It's not in yet. Or at the very least, from what I could tell, I had it in a spot where I don't have my details. Doesn't pop up, so it does not work yet. But it's the option is there. They don't give a whole lot of details on it, but it's there. Let me do a base shard, base level 10, and show you how this. It's like actually surprising after doing like all the hard modes. It's like how much easier normal base 10 10 shard is comparative to everything like the other disaster shards. But otherwise, the game loved to crash still, just randomly. Again, I'll just chalk that up to alpha. But I have not done anything with housing yet, so that was one of the things I wanted to go look at. I started doing the actual semi-campaign because I wanted to test out one of my capstone. Because one of my capstone or my new Apex abilities is the Kingstone. One of them is whenever I enter a eclipse, one of my eclipses, if I'm in solar eclipse, it will launch a single always critted bolt out at a target, and if I'm in lunar, it'll launch 3 weaker bolts at different targets. And I wanted to check if those bolts in let's say a single target situation, like there's a single a boss with only one boss, if I were to happen to be in lunar, would all those 3 bolts hit the same target? And yes, they did. That's the only thing. That was the main thing. And then once that happened, servers crashed. So my bad. I broke the game. I broke the servers. My bad, guys. This one. Actually, no. We'll go lose some health to get an item. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, the moment that server thing there turns green, right back to Warcraft. But for now, physics-based game. Ow. 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 And I'm almost dead. I have like 1 HP. Niada's challenge. Catch Niada. I'm not sure if I've ever actually won this challenge yet. Because it's either I lose track of her or... or I just don't catch her. She doesn't really give a lot of opportunity to catch up with her. It's like, you gotta just be perfect. Thankfully, it's only a challenge, so... It's okay, yeah. I'm over here sitting on 1 HP. You know that's gonna happen. Ow. And I'm back to 1 HP. Gosh darn it. Get me out of there. Alright, so good to know that fragment modifier minus health will not kill you if you are under the HP requirement to lose. So now I am at a true 1 HP. So if I was in like a disaster difficulty, any wrong perfect non-perfect landings would have killed me immediately. Ow. Alright, rewards. Every 10... Restore 2% health per 10% boost. Close call. Invulnerability for 3 seconds. We'll take this one. Finally a shop. Steel hat lining. Vulnerability for a second. Restore damage blocked as health. Luck. Big spark magnet. Reroll. On cooldown, gain 2 sparks. Painful coil. Gain boost per missing health. And as I just heal that. The agency grunts. They're not conspiring. Oh, give me an all boost is doubled. But then you give it's a course where you're you have the carts. Yeah, I was taking damage on that. I do question whether or not the servers are going to come back up. Or if more Warcraft Alpha streams are going to have to continue like tomorrow. I mean, overall, I mean, I'm intrigued by what my Balance Druid is looking to become. I got a random Discord friend request. Okay, landing's worse. We'll lose health. Let's do it. But if we have an okay landing or less, I lose health. You can tell your current boost level based on Zoe's shoes there. White is basically almost like max speed. Max speed is questionable. But it's definitely one of those faster moments. Like, when you go to the maximum, like, normal speed, her boots will start glowing like rainbow. But the more boost you get, you know, obviously the faster, the more flying you go. 3% boost for each consecutive perfect landing. On perfect landings, cooldowns down. Boost rings. Eventually, if you get enough boost, you basically just, you can fly through the whole map. Kind of like what I'm doing now. General relativity. Cooldowns minus 0.0 or minus 0.1 seconds of all cooldowns per 10% boost. Well, I've got a lot of boost. What is this Weibo meeting going on? Boom! Boost rings are just spawning. I feel like I'm gonna be too fast for the final boss. I was definitely too fast for the mine to hit me. I see you there, a crier. Just give me a moment to stop going zoom, and I'll let you know. And right now, just so you're aware, I am playing haste right now because the servers went down. So I can't play Warcraft even if I wanted to. But I've already gone over it a couple times. But Balance is definitely in a interesting state where so far one of the main change, like the biggest change that I've seen is the fact that our primary big thing, Eclipse, is now a cooldown button. And at best you can get 2 charges. It's on a 30-second cooldown, or 30-second recharge rate before you can use an Eclipse again. So effectively, and you basically get to choose what Eclipse it's in by whatever spell you cast. So if you cast a Wrath and then you hit your Eclipse button, you will activate a Solar Eclipse. And if you hit, Star Strike, or the lunar spell, it will then turn the Eclipse into a lunar, and then if you hit it, it'll turn into Lunar Eclipse. And it will last for the 15 seconds or so that it is, and then it goes away. And currently, how I'm seeing that is it's could be potentially good as long as you juggle it right, possibly with the 2-charge Celestial Incarnation of a Loon, and it might work good with that, bouncing back and forth, and it also allows you to kind of store up an Eclipse for your burst windows, and you're not necessarily wasting stuff because of our movements and all that stuff. Otherwise, we have the Dryads are back. They are part of the talents. The casting Dryads that deal the damage when you enter Eclipse. Our Apex talents will send out surges of lunar or solar energy based on what Eclipse we enter. And so far, that's like the biggest changes. So it's kind of hard to say so far what Balance is in, but I think there's definitely a more interesting take on the fact that we can control when we want to Eclipse. So that is what I've got so far. Again, I would love to show it off if the servers weren't down. But yeah, and that Dryad is also on. The Dryads are, I think, a part of the Treant, the Treant nature spec. So, because then Lunar still leans heavily into the Lunar Strike, the Lunar everything, the Lunar, and the Astral, and all that stuff. Heavily, and it also still keeps the you can't change the Eclipse state out of the Lunar stage on accident. Yeah, I think this is a better way than what it's been now, where you have to cast 2 of the other spell. So effectively, if I really wanted to, like in single target, I could just remove Lunar, Star Strike out completely off my rotation, because it's like, if I don't have that on my bars, I'll never accidentally be in Lunar Eclipse. Which, honestly, might not be the worst idea. It definitely is something to play around with 2 to 3 targets. And then, of course, for more than 3, you'd probably just go Lunar Warrior anyway. But it's definitely interesting. I'm going 222 meters per second right now, by the way. That is a lot of boost rings. Ah, ruined my, perfect. Ow. Yeah, I mean, I primarily, if it's not obvious by my channels, like icons and the insignias and the logos and stuff like that, I am pretty much only Balance Druid. I do rarely do Resto Druid, but that is only like in a, as the raid emergencyly needs it. So I rarely Resto Druid, and I never Bear or Feral. I've never really been a melee class kind of player, so I've never really had the motive to learn, like, Feral. And tanking seems like way too much of a responsibility. Pathfinder. I think I might be getting close to the end, yeah, end boss. The final machine. Now let's see if I am too fast for this. This boss, the final boss, I have to run around and destroy all of these little thingamabobs here. So you can see the health bar on the top there. For the final machine, one segment gets removed for each of these destroyed. And once I hit the first one, there is a timer. Ow. So I have to, the timer resets every time I destroy one. But if you don't get them all, you know, you die. Did I miss one? Nope. Definitely fast. It doesn't even matter if I've walk into it. It counts. Looks like the servers are still down, which is sad. Captain MVP. Best character. Best person in this game, Captain. Wraith is also cool. I had some real... if I had some of these modifiers in Disaster Level 4, my god, would it be so much easier. Yeah, definitely expensive for that stuff. I do like my green. Let's see. Still offline. Okay. All right, back to level 4. Let's go. You know, I got a base 10 done. Back into hell. We're starting off strong with one of these. And I immediately almost screw it up. Shit. Ah. There we go. Get a little bit of speed going. Alright, and let's see. You are not giving me some good options here. So I'm going to take that one. Counter... Research... Da-da-da... Da... Da 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 da. Okay, that's my game plan. Granted, I don't really love a increase all damage taken when I literally take damage just from landing wrong. That could have ended worse. Get on the ground, get some speed. Yeah, I think I've streamed more Haste than I have Warcraft. Weeboo! No! That's a fire flower! Nope, that was the wrong way for Weeboo. Yeah, a simple little challenge, and the all the fire flowers and meteors are still falling. Ow! Ow! That didn't count. Come on. Oh, got one. Okay, what do we got? Pocket watch is good. And we'll get some more health. I wish a boost trinket was there. Well, at least this was relatively short. Lost a bunch of sparks, all my sparks, but 100% spark increase. Yeah, you move faster on the ground and instead of the air. So the overall goal is definitely be on the ground as much as possible. If it's not pretty obvious by me starting to take damage a lot when I'm in the air. Because you get a mini speed boost based on your landing, so hitting that perfect landing gives you a speed boost. So it's almost essentially like you get airborne and you immediately land as soon as you're able to. Preferably with a perfect. Yeah, that was bad. so many obstacles. Oh. And the only thing I can do is intangibility. To be fair, that's a good one. This challenge is I need to go through the big center rings. But it's hard to do so when I don't have energy. And I failed the challenge anyway. Those meteors do not make things easier. What do you mean encoding overloaded? Don't you give me that. I bought a good CPU and graphics card. I'm gonna use those. Oh. Is Haze crashing? Haze crashed. I wonder if it's because I'm just using so much processing, having Warcraft running and playing a game. Still offline? Got it. Well, that's always fun. I guess I'd hate to not, do more testing, but if the servers aren't coming back online, I don't see much of a point to stream. But I will try again tomorrow. Hopefully things are a bit more active then. And I'd love to get you, show you your stuff there, Zio, on live. So, but yeah, I mean, I can't fix this. So, I mean, what can I say? Well, since I got surprisingly a pretty decent amount of viewers, I'll actually let's see if we can do a raid and see what we got going on. If there's anyone worth raiding. Let's see, viewers, high to low. See if I can't get a. Oh, Asmongold's online. Why would I care? I don't care about Asmongold. Yeah, we'll just do a raid on this person, I guess. But yeah, that's all I've got for tonight then. Hopefully Alpha is better tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully until tomorrow.